What is capacity management? Capacity management refers to a strategy applied by business to maximize production efficiently owing the overall demand for a product or service in the market. It helps companies overcome challenges in meeting short and mid-term consumer demand, managing supply chain operation, and formulating long-term organizational plans. In doing so, an organization must analyze the ability of the resources to ensure it achieves the production output within given period. This practice is common in industry like manufacturing, retail, service, and information technology. When we say capacity management, which is an aspect of operation planning, it is an important topic to consider if operation to deliver its good to in service to the final consumer or meet demand. So, muna ang example of capacity management. In order to understand capacity management, we need to consider its two vital elements. Dua ka vital elements, muna ang supply and demand. The daily, weekly, and monthly supply example. A food truck capable of producing 700 sandwiches in a single day. A call center with a weekly capacity of 1,200 calls. A factory producing toys with a monthly production capacity of 5,000. This fast food business is operating efficiently if there is a demand for 700 sandwiches per day and this demand is constantly supplied. This is an illustration of effective capacity management. This indicates that the business has enough workers to meet needs on a daily basis with their work. Furthermore, it is likely that this fast food truck has enough hardware, software, and other paraphernalia for this worker to use while they are work. What happened now if demand altered? That what would happen if there was daily needs of 1,000 more sandwiches? Sa iyang basta kuan og kinahanglan og 1,000 ka sandwiches. The fast food chain would then have to modify its capacity management. This fast food chain has option to outsource certain aspects of its business such as making sandwich bun. The fast food chain can employ a bakery to handle this instead of trying to do it alone, because they won't have to bake as much. The worker as fast food restaurant will be able to save a significant amount of time which they must use to prepare 1,000 sandwiches per day. Kinahanglan siya mag-prepare 1,000 ka sandwich sa isa lang adlaw. On the other hand, if the call center needs to improve its capacity management to handle 1,500 calls a week as opposed to the 1,200 calls previously started, they can choose to put in more overtime. We have a few strategies to achieve better results to increase the business production capacity. First strategy, is lag strategy. Using the conservative approach, a manager determines capacity and then waits until there an actual steady increase in demand. Then the manager raises and production capabilities to a level to satisfy the current market need. For example, in an escape game, company is operating a 95% capacity continues to so with the same number of staff and room available instead of adding new times. Slot of expanding the bigger facility and company refers to play and keep operation costs down. It continues operating a near maximum capacity using their visible increase in demand. The second strategy is the lead strategy. The lead strategy is the most aggressive approach because it involves an upfront investment and increased capacity for an attraction. This might translate to hiring more staff or buying more equipment before an actual increase in guest demand. The strategy is based on the assumption that your attraction will be larger booking volume you currently have or have had is past. For example, a water rafting company is feeling bullish about the growth next year. They decide to buy new traditional raft and hire 2 new tour guide to be able to accommodate more excursion in 2022. Even though actual demand does call for that just yet. That benefits of strategy is a rafting company will have the resources needed to hover an influx of booking and tours. If yet anticipated demand does prove into through the operation we have extra employees this doesn't necessarily need. Third strategy is match strategy. Itulo na siya. The match strategy takes both current demand and future demand expectation into account. It's middle ground between the previous two strategies. Instead of increasing your resource capacity ahead of time and waiting until the existing capacity is exhausted, you'd make small changes based on real-time demand. This means increase your capacity like hiring more guides when the current guides become overwhelmed with the booking volume. For example, let's say a helicopter of your company notice a capacity utilization rate nearing 90% nearly or its helicopters and pilot are booked every time slots available. The company wants to ensure that things continue running smoothly if more booking come in, so they decide and invest in a new helicopter and pilot. Ali mag-invest sila og lahi na pud nga helicopter og lahi na pud nga pilot. The benefits of smart strategy is the giving attraction room to grow. Fourth strategy is dynamic strategy. Any organization become more flexible, more innovative, and less enamored of its old ideas by useless measuring against big picture goals. You push on your ball.
Benefits of capacity management. A strong capacity management strategy will bring several benefits to a business. We have here as some of the main positive aspects that it will change. It will enhance their ability to monitor the costs, especially during growths or recessions. This way, the business will detect shifts in price quickly and can act accordingly. Using capacity management helps plan production cycles ahead of time to maximize production efficiency. It will reduce the overall costs of doing business, such as a company can identify parts of its business not optimized and remove the bottlenecks.
Good day, sir. I am MJ Guminta and I will be reporting about how does capacity management work. Implementations of best practices in industries help businesses achieve growth in terms of market share and revenue. So, unsa ang market share? Mo niya ang total industry sales na naa sa imong kumpanya. So, mas taas ang market share, mas higher siya ang industry sales. So, what is also revenue? Mo ni ang total money na imong nadala, no? Brought in by a company. So, wala pa siya nakuha sa imong mga expenses. Wala pa siya gi-subtract. In the era of industrial revolution, so kung may tag industrial revolution, mo ni ang panahon nga from hand to using machines, no? Various industries explored capacity management as a way to cut increasing production pressure. So gi-implement nila ang capacity management para ma-cut, no, ma-meet ang needs sa atong time, ma-meet ang demands, market demands. But it was during the First World War when the organization started considering matching their capacity with the available resources to meet demands. Malay ako sa akong giingon ganina. Ay gamit nila ni capacity management og kuan sa ang ilalang para ma-meet ang market demands. Ilang gamiton ang naa sa ilang resources. Market demands keeps changing due to many external factors such as consumer choices. Consumer choices kanang maginahan sa usa ka consumer like kita, consumer man ta. Seasonal changes, usab-usab ang panahon. kung lain na pod ang uso ana nga panahon, so mausob sad no. Macroeconomics, kung may tag macroeconomics, interest rates kung nabay ganahan ang usa ka product or wala na. Industrial revolution, so sa akong ingon guys, mo ang transition from creating goods by hands to using machines. All this affect way the business and run and is result in loss of capacity and failure to keep production at maximum efficiency will have direct impact on profits. So pag implement ani guys, ay dili nimo ma-implement kay maapekto gyud na siya sa imong profit. Kaning profit guys mo ni ang kwarta nga imong nabilin sa nabili na lang kay gibayaran na nimo ang mga business expenses like rent, utilities, wages, salaries, and cost of the goods. Although there are many resource capacity planning tools to calculate and organize this data, knowing about the strategy behind all this still required skill. Strategic capacity planning in operations management requires businesses to determine their goals at dapat kabalo ka ma-identify sa inyong company kung unsa ang inyong gi-achieve in a short term or long term. Understand the sales demands, dapat kabalo ka mo comprehend sa mga market requirements para ma-meet og demands og ma-tailor sad ang strategy nga inyong gamiton. Analyze the opportunities, so imong evaluate ang potential growth ninyo sa usa ka kumpanya dapat og mo siya expansion sa market. Evaluate the resources, kung unsa lang ang naa ninyo mo lang sad ta yung himuon, dapat din mo himo og lain kay magka tibulaag na madugay naghuman. Nag-include siya og kwarta, mga tao, ug inyong mga makinarya, no? Eliminate bottlenecks. So pag plano pa lang nimo daan, dapat ma-remove na nimo ang mga obstacles nga mo bara sa efficiency sa inyong productivity. Kung dili na siya ma-eliminate na magkadugay yun mo og himo kay naghimo mo, mag-remove pa man mo sa mga obstacles, madugay na mo samot. Review production capacity, so i-examine sa nimo kung unsa ang ability sa usa ka kumpanya, kung mahimo ba ni para ma-meet ang demand sa usa ka product, no? Based on its production capabilities. So mao lang to guys.
Good morning everyone. So I am Raymar Montemayor from Group 4. So our topic is all about capacity management. So there are 4 strategies in capacity management. So number 1, lag strategy. Number 2, lead strategy. Number 3, dynamic strategy. And 4, the match strategy. So these are the 4 strategies in capacity management. The topic that I assigned is, so diri rata sa 1 and 2, no, lag strategy and lead strategy. Lag strategy. In capacity management, lag strategy is a conservative approach that involves waiting until actual demands increasing before adding capacity. So with this strategy, businesses minimize costs by avoiding unnecessary investments in sources until there is a clear needed from them. So, however, one potential drawback of the lag strategy is that if demands rises quickly, businesses may lose customers and revenue due to the inability to meet the increased demand in a time manner. Ang lag strategy di ay guys, ang lag strategy di ay is kanang pananglitan ay isa ka kumpanya. So pananglitan kaning call center, kulang sila og kanang mga empleyado. So kailangan nila na kulang sila mga empleyado nga motubag sa mga calls bitaw, sa mga tawag kayon kuan kanang naglisod sila og manage kay lagi tungod sa kakulangon sa mga empleyado. So ang himuon sa kumpanya na is mag-add sila og mga empleyado, no, magdugang sila og mga empleyado para makatubag sa mga mga tawag, para mahatag nila ang sakto nga kanang serbisyo sa mga tao. So ang usa pa niya na is kanang usa pa ka example niya na kanang manufacturing manufacturing management, no, kanina na. So magdugang sila og kanang mga mamalit sila og kanang mga mga makina bitaw para mo trabaho ni ana bitaw kanang sa mga produkto nila, kay tungod dili nila makuha ang sakto nga kapasidad sa pag-produce sa mga produkto tungod sa kulangon sa ilang mga makina bitaw nga mogama bitaw ana nga kaning mga mogama og mga product sila mga business. So maor na, so ang gikuan ani nga lag strategies kanang gigamit ni siya para makakuan og serbisyo, sakto nga serbisyo bitaw nga sakto ang tao, sakto ang mga tao nga sakto ang mga mga empleyado nga ginakuha sila para maka-provide sila og sakto nga benepisyo. So sa ikaduha guys kanin sa lead strategy. So unsa din ang lead strategy day? In capacity management, lead strategy is a proactive approach that involves increasing resources or capacity in anticipation of future demands. So this be achieved by investing in additional resources such as hiring more staff or purchasing more equipment before the actual increase in the demand occurs. So diri guys nagstorya ni siya, no. So kuan kanang kaatbang rin niya sa lag strategy. Kung ang lag strategy guys kanang nagisgot siya sa kung kakulangon sa tawo nga yang kikinahanglan, ang lead strategy guys kanang siya mo lead, no, sa mga tawo nga kailangan ba niya i-hire nga staff, no, kailangan siya magdugang og mga staff para maka-provide og sakto sa mga tao, no. Kay kung kulang ang usa ka kumpanya og kulang og mga staff ana dili na siya mahimo nga kay dili makahatag og sakto nga benepisyo. So maura to guys ang lead strategy guys kanang kanang hatagan siya mo'y mag-lead bitaw sa mga staff, or siya mo'y magdugang ba siya og kanang mga equipment para mas mapalambo ang isa ka kumpanya guys. So maura to ang akong topic. Salamat.
Good day, Sir Neil. My name is Charlie P. Ikaw. So my report that I'm assigned today is all about the capacity management. So there are 4 types of capacity management strategies, which are the lag strategy, lead strategy, dynamic strategy, and match strategy. So the topic that I'm assigned For this report is the two types of strategy, which are the dynamic strategy and match strategy. So dynamic strategy is the forecast driven strategy focuses on relying on market trends to increase capacity. The manager analyzes the sales forecast data and actual and then makes adjustments to production in advance. So dynamic strategy is kana kaya ng, for example, magnegosyo ko, like na ako'y kaatbang, syempre kanang mag pag-uho na ko akong presyo para mas ma-maximize na ko ang akong kita, like kaya nang kuan kanang mag-usog kasi mong presyo para mas marag dito mas muduli yung customers para ma-maximize na mong kita. So mao na ang dynamic strategy. So ang match strategy, this strategy mix up lead and lag strategies. It uses small get significant additions in the capacity or the company by following the market demand. Whenever this clean that demand will rise, the company boosts its production is small amount. So ang match strategy kay example kanang sa Gatorade, like kanang mo sponsor siya sa mga like mga athletics na mga basketball players. So mga athletics kay ang Gatorade man jud ang most ginainom sa mga players. So para nga energy drink and makapawala siya sa hangak o makaboost siya og energy. And from the word match strategy, so kinahanglan nga match jud siya sa sports nga imong i-produce sa imong product, kay mao man ang target aron maka-create kag strong connection sa mga tao aron upalit sila ana nga product and to increase their brand relevance. So mao na ang match strategy. And that's all. Thank you.
Good afternoon, classmate. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Zoran Baladad. I'm going to report the benefits of capacity management. A strong capacity management strategy will bring several benefits to business. So, magdala po og daghang benepisyo sa negosyo. These are some of the main positive aspects that will change. First, it will enhance the ability to monitor the cost. So, mapausag po nila ilang abilidad sa pagmonitor sa mga gasto. Especially during growth or sessions, they will business to detect, shape or process quickly and can act accordingly. Second, using capacity management in production of cycle ahead to time to maximize production efficiency. So, makatabang po siya sa pag-plan sa mga siklo sa product. Third, it will reduce the overall cost doing business, such as company can identify parts of business not optimize and remove bottleneck. So, mapaubos ang kinatibuk ang gasto sa pagbuhat sa negosyo. Fourth, good capacity management planning will help manage better and deal with problems in the supply chain. So, makatabang po siya sa pagdumala sa inventaryo. It will allow us better allocation of human material resources. Finally, it helps to scale a business. For example, having an depth understanding of how to operate before opening a new branch. So, makatabang po dyan sa pagtubo sa negosyo. So, that's all. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm going to report this topic, capacity requirements planning or CRP. Capacity requirements planning, the process of determining whether a company's available production capacity can meet its production goals. Ang buot pasabot ani sir, ang proseso ng pagtukoy kung giunsa paggamit ang usa ka produkto sir na produkto sa usa ka kumpanya nga available or pwede pang magamit sa mga layunin sa usa ka produkto ani o ingon pa diring ang proseso ng pagtukoy kung ang paggamit na kapasidad ng production ng isang kumpanya ay maaring magamit ang mga layunin ng production na ito. O maura po niyang nasabtan sir na ang capacity requirements or CRP is usa ka proseso ug yun sa paggamit ang usa ka capacity or kapasidad sa usa ka produkto sir.
I am Hermie Menlosa Santiago from Group 4. My report is about analyze current capacity. Here are some steps that a business can take to analyze its production system and their individual workloads. First, compare the measurement of items referenced in SLAs with their objectives. 2. Check the usage of the system's various resources. 3. Analyze which workloads are the major users of its resource. 4. Determine which each workload spends its time for insight into which resources take the greatest portion of response time for each workload. Next is plan for the future. Base a future plan on forecast processing requirements to prevent overwhelming the system. Establish the amount of incoming work expected over a period of specific quarters. Configure the optimal system for satisfying service levels for this period. Capacity requirements planning in IMT. Some companies, however, may choose to use off-the-shelf software packages to help them implement their CRP in information management technology. Capacity requirements planning refers to an enterprise's application. Essentially, the software manages the CRP process for the company, depending on the data input by management. CRP software can create a personalized production plan that includes labor, materials, systems, and other resources.